Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
This weekend, Netflix streamed El Camino, or as fans are calling it, the Breaking Bad film. In 2008, the world was introduced to Walter White, a struggling chemistry teacher who was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Over 5 seasons, 62 episodes, we saw White, played by Bryan Cranston, and Jesse Pinkman, played by Aaron Paul, enter a world of smuggling, of crime, of murder, and they played the cat and mouse game with federal authorities. We were hooked to the narrative and to this world where a chemistry teacher takes on an improbable protege, his not-so-bright student, Jesse Pinkman, and the two started to operate the biggest ever crystal meth cocaine operation in the world. Jesse Pinkman had the innate ability to use a particular choice abuse of his and use it seamlessly everywhere as an adjective, as a noun, as a verb, or just for the fun of it. The last we saw of Pinkman, he was grizzled, scared and scarred, and he had just settled the score with his captor, Todd Alquist, which is played by Jesse Plemons. Pinkman had also walked away from the scene of a bloody massacre where Walter White had suffered a fatal wound. The 2-hour film takes us back and we see Pinkman escaping the aftermath of the big massacre and Walter White's death. He escapes the scene of crime, yes, in an El Camino. He goes back to the friends he trusted, who feed him, who bathe him, and yes, they give him shelter. From there on, we are taken along with Pinkman for his quest for something better. The movie is life coming full circle for Pinkman's character and the devoted fans of the hit TV show. Speaking of the characters, Cranston can be remembered for his razor-sharp focus and underlying maliciousness. Pinkman was the yin to White's yang. Initially, he partnered up with White to make a quick buck, but there was a point of no turning back for him. El Camino is the coming of age for Pinkman. The assertion is seen in his eyes, quick thinking on his feet, and the desire to do something good. And what does all of it make you do? You root for Pinkman. Actually, rooting for Pinkman is not an option. What stands out in the show is the brilliant cinematography and the writing and direction. The cinematography by Marshall Adams continues the narrative set by Breaking Bad seamlessly. The film is not fully linear. We are taken through a lot of flashbacks, which are cut through Pinkman's consciousness. His torture at the drug operation run by neo-Nazis, or his endearing romantic time with his former girlfriend Jane, and the love-hate relationship he shared with his mentor-turned-nemesis, Walter White. The back-and-forth approach is quite dramatic and it keeps you hooked. The writer and director Vince Gilligan, who had the idea of a Jesse Pinkman film long back, actually when the show ended, has quite a winner on his hands. So my formula of rating a digital show is through eye rolls. 1 eye roll means an excellent show. 2 means a good show. 3 eye roll, you can miss this. 4 eye rolls, you binge watch something else. I give El Camino 2 eye rolls. I take 1 away because it seems like a double TV episode, and maybe because you're watching it on Netflix, you want more of it. And the second, it is not as much as a thriller you would want it to be.